There's a story behind every song, but you don't always get to hear that story. I had this conversation with a friend of mine, and we decided for the next 2 EPs that I'll be releasing, we'll just sit down and have some of those conversations and tell some of those stories. Maybe that will give you some insight into some of the songs that you like and love, and maybe that will inspire you to just start having some of those conversations with your friends. My name is Chimera, and these are our conversations about hearts and minds.
AWAMA money.
Yes.
AWAMA money.
AWAMA
Do you have my money?
AWAMA money.
AWAMA money. Well, that's the title of the first song of the Minds EP with, I think, the most interesting beginning, intro, something I have not heard from you yet.
Yeah.
Tell me about the song.
So the way that song came to be was this particular day where I sing at weddings. So I have a band. So it's Chimera and Amari band. And this time we're doing sound check. We're all fairly tired because it was a Sunday wedding. And then in the afternoon we're just jamming. And in that mood, somehow guys started playing this Niger vibe thing. And for whatever reason, we just started singing, "AWAMA money, oh." And it's just the funniest thing.
Is it a subtle message to the people who had
No.
booked you?
No, it wasn't. But it just so happens, I think that day, this is 2 years back, so that day I think we were all from events earlier that were about money or something like that. So anyway, when we get together, we're all tired and stuff, and in that just jamming and just somehow we just started singing "AWAMA money, yo," and with this whole Niger vibe and stuff like that. Yeah.
The intro.
So I decided to start out with, when you haven't seen someone for a long time, so "Hey, hello, what's up, how you doing, what. So that can go two ways. It can be I'm genuinely interested in seeing you again, and wow, it's been such a long time. But then at the same time, it easily flips into when I start saying, so inaya kasente koteta, guys,
somebody is not a greeting.
You want now you are greeting me like this just so you get money out of me.
Yeah.
And so that's just it's just a funny song.
I actually thought when I first heard the song, I thought the intro you were doing kind of like what you do when you're on stage.
Yeah.
And you're trying to get trying to get the audience to be so involved and maybe it's a non-responsive audience.
Trying to work the crowd a little bit.
And they're not responding. I was like, okay, that's interesting.
Yeah, get you worked up at least from the beginning.
So that you hear my things.
Yes. so partly,
yeah.
But then we flip quickly to the character of so do you have some money there? What?
Yeah. So the issue of money comes up a lot.
Yes.
Throughout the song. I mean, the song is about money. The song is about money.
Yes.
And I think my favorite part, I don't know if you have a favorite part of a song when you're recording it.
Okay.
My favorite part is there are bits where if you haven't had the song, there's a bit of dialogue. It's not like Chimera is singing the whole time. It's almost like he's in a play. You're listening to a play about money, but at the same time he's singing. And then there's a call for a landlord. There's a phone call within the song.
It's the second verse where we do okay, so let me dial it back a bit. The funny thing is, and I think for the many people that have heard the song, the thing they walk away with is the fact that it's such a reflection of our community and society.
And the hustle.
The hustle. All of us can think of someone who has our money, and we're like, yo, man, I really
made you go through the most.
I want my money. Either someone took it from you, they hoodwinked you and kind of stole your money, or for those of us who provide services, they got the service but they never paid you.
What's the longest someone has ever taken to pay you?
Maybe even now they haven't paid me, and then maybe that's why I wrote this song, so I can dedicate the song to them and be
and just remind them it's been 5 years, but I still remember my money.
No, I still need my money, that kind of thing. So the funny thing is that every one of us either has been through that experience, and hopefully we don't have to go through it again. But it's such a common experience, and everyone who listens to the song is like, yo, man, by the way. So at the first level I like to have layers to my songs. At the first level, it's just a fun song. And all of us can identify with it, like, yeah, man, I know someone took my money in those mixes.
I've been that person. Let's be honest.
So then that's like another layer of it. So one is just a fun song that, like, and the keyword there is my.
Yes.
So someone else will be like, but no, Chimera, you're starting to sing about money. Eh? But like, yes, the Bible says give Caesar, you know what belongs to Caesar, right? And give God what belongs to God. So the keyword there is my. So if it's rightfully mine and we've had an arrangement, give me my money.
Yeah.
If I'm your landlord, pay me.
Yeah.
If you're my landlord, I need to pay you. Like, if you've gotten a service, pay, right? So at the first level, it's just like a fun song where everyone is like, yo, proper social commentary, right? And then there's that thing of like, there's some money that I'm expecting, where there's a person you'll call now and they'll give you those lines and you're like, no, I just want my money
so often
back.
It's honest, you know, their plan is they genuinely are expecting some money.
I don't know if
from
that
some money they'll give you your money.
That's the assumption. But for 5 years you've been expecting some money, like just pay me my money.
But what do you think it is about money that brings about such complexities? What do you think it is about money? Number one, you don't want to pay it.
I think it's the state of the heart. So for this song, it's one of those, like, on the top layer, it's like it's just a fun, nice Niger vibe. It's just the social commentary. It's so funny, all of us can identify with it. Second, yes, we are serious. Like, you want to dedicate someone this song, like, for real, man, I need my money. Like, first send me my money, right? But then on the other level, it's like, while I'm thinking of someone who has my money, there's also someone who is listening to this song and possibly I have their money. So they're also like sending me that song. Not that we cancel our debts, all of us, but let's all pay.
Bold of you to sing this song when you haven't yet paid.
So then it's a case of like, let's discuss more, like, in terms of kingdom culture of integrity. So that's like the third layer to it. If someone just listens, like, just the top value, it's like, it's fine. That's so funny, ha ha ha. But then past it, there's also like, these money issues. And I think it's a state of the heart. I think it's to do with integrity. Like,
so even if you live in a culture where everyone is doing it and it's seemingly okay, but what's the kingdom culture around money?
Yeah, and I think that's like integrity. Because you can tell a lot about people. People can tell a lot about us from how we work with money. Yeah. Whether we pay our employees well, there's even just paying them, period.
That's level one.
There's also like,
you pay them.
Do you pay your maid well or your nanny well? Do you pay your staff well? You know, when you borrow money, do you pay that back? Yeah. When you down to, if you get tomatoes from the lady down the road, does it take you a month to pay 1K? Why? Like, you know. So there's also that whole, so from that level to even like our company roles, our jobs, our businesses, all that stuff, how we work with money says a ton about us.
And I guess also how you treat people after you've paid them money. Like, okay, what kind of person do you become when you're employing people? Is it because I've given you my money, I own you? You better do everything, or are you still a person of integrity? You know, I'm taking a service from you in exchange for money.
Some respect.
There's still some respect. So that means that if I, for whatever reason, have a lot more money than you, I don't feel like I'm...
it's not a social status thing. Like I give it over.
Money like is a tool. Money is a tool. You use that. Because you think about it, right? Sometimes you're like, but I paid you. So I own you for these hours. Do whatever I want, and people are very, very. I've had some experiences. That's all I will say.
I can see you like, oh God, like, that person.
People I've had, but like, just maybe one more question about as a Christian, as a God-fearing person who's also hardworking. Do you ever find any conflict with desiring to have a lot more money, especially when seeing how you can be aware of what can come with money, and then you're like, you know what, I'm tired of the hustle of calling people up for my money. So God, just give me a lot.
Or give me the right people to work with who can pay me well.
Do you ever find any sort of conflict in wanting more?
Not necessarily wanting more, especially like when you have the discussion, like money is a tool. Money is used to express something. Like, and when you get more money, just, I think, from what I've seen and what I've heard, it just exaggerates what is in you. So if you were a bit prideful when you had just 10K in the class and everyone else had 2K, then when you get these millions, when you get a big, it's going to be like the same thing. But if someone was generous when they had like 10K and they're helping people and they pay back when they borrow and all that, when they become a millionaire, the chances are they're going to be that way. So I don't think it's so much about the amount, but I think it's the integrity of like, so the thing that we talk about like for integrity is like, even if it's in whichever position, whether you have a lot or little.
Yeah.
And all of us desire to have a bit more so that we can accomplish other things. But it's just whether you have little or much, like, no. Just have some integrity.
Yeah, and money is
Pay
just
what
a
you
tool.
owe.
Money is just a tool. Pay what you owe.
It's not, I mean, all of us want a bigger car, a bigger water, all these different things. But like, if you're at the level where like I'm hiding from my landlord, like I don't want to pay, I'm like trying to hassle people. No.
Yeah.
I think then hopefully this song is the conviction that tells you, Bakubanja, you need to pay back what you owe.
Well, considering your audience and the kind of music you've done in the past, I think this is the first time you're doing, apart from some part of IKEA. This is the first time you're actually talking about money. Now, considering your background, you sing in church, you're a worship leader. Did you have any concerns around releasing the song?
I must admit I did.
Because we don't very comfortably talk about money that much in the church.
Money, especially in the church, it's like we don't really talk about. So if you work in the church or if you know, like in ministry, the moment, and that's so many people's experience, old and young, the moment you start talking about, say, like money, then it's sort of like
becoming money-minded.
You have started.
There is no value to what the work you're doing for the Lord. We cannot price it. We can't pay you enough.
Or like even ministry opportunities sometimes, like, no, we can't. Anyway, so I thought about that. I'm like, okay, so I don't want to alienate my Christian audience, especially. But then I thought about like, no, it's actually fine. Because the Bible actually does speak a lot about money. It's actually in the Bible where it says a good workman deserves his pay.
Yeah.
So if someone has done a good job, pay them.
Yeah.
Okay? If you borrow money, go and pay it back.
Yeah.
And all that is in the Bible. And even Jesus talked about the money. So sort of like, give Caesar what belongs to Caesar, give God what belongs to God. Essentially, if someone deserves that thing and it's theirs, give it to them.
It's rightfully owed to them.
So then I'm like, well, but also, like, as Christians, we live in this space where this is a thing. So even as a Christian, you probably have 1-2 people in your mind who are
being
like,
a Christian has not protected you from someone having your money.
You want to send them, you really want to send them a Christian message.
About your money.
Like, is there a Christian way of saying, please
my
pay
money?
Me my money? Is there a Christian way of telling your boss, like, you haven't paid me in?
The Christian way is to dedicate to them to Mera's
song. We came and
song.
sang for you. We came and did this work. I made the table for you. I need my money back.
Can we be calling you to sing this song? So this is a Christian way of asking for money. Here is a Christian brother singing about money.
Just make it your, what's that called? Call back tune. AWAMA money,
and then call into the radio and I say, I dedicate this song
to Gloria. I just want to let them know. No, it was just like, or like whoever. Just call like, hey man, let me send you a song.
Let me send you a song. What do you think about it? What do you think about the themes
tell me what
in the
you think
song?
about this song. What's the song? AWAMA money.
What message do you think
I wasn't
the song
telling
has?
you, but I just sending you. Please, AWAMA money.
Yeah.
So
but it's interesting, and I think it actually would be good if we became comfortable, because this money it's an avenue of exchange. We use it. We owe it to people. People owe it to us. So it's for our own good if we become comfortable. But it is a fun song. I hope in laughing we'll become more comfortable talking about it.
Exactly. So hopefully we have fun with the conversation, but then also come down to but for real though.
But for real
let's
though,
talk
like
about this.
my money.
I want my money, or like for real, I need to pay.
Or for real though, like maybe let me come up with a plan. Okay, like
let me send you some more.
Okay, like I owe some people a lot of money. Like let me come up with a plan.
Do you know those people were called like, Posi, how much is it? It's like, I'm sorry, you came and sat here for 2 hours and you had this thing. Now you don't remember how much I lent you. Like, come on.
Yeah, so
and I think
let's not be
there's a lot that goes with like changing culture.
Yeah.
And I think that's a lot that can change in our culture if we just think, okay, some integrity, especially with this thing.
And the thing with money is that the conversation around money is huge.
Yeah.
It's mindsets around money, integrity, but also if you find that you're having maybe money trouble, sometimes it's disciplines around
habits,
money. Habits around
and
money.
Some churches do really well in teaching about money habits and practices.
Money habits and practices, different books that you can read and say, you know what? I think maybe I have a problem with money, and it's not that you're a thief or anything. But somehow you have some.
Maybe you're constantly borrowing. And
you're constantly borrowing.
Like, maybe we need to figure out.
And so you feel like the song is over knocking you.
It's an invitation into conversation. Maybe that's something I could change and could better my life and the life of those people who are around me.
So Take the invitation to conversation.
AWAMA money. Oh, just we had a lot of fun doing this.
I hope the listeners have fun because money.